Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Actually, before we begin, I'd just like to let you guys know that I'm actually monitoring the chat, so feel free to put any questions through, and we will have sort of like Q&A time at the end where you're welcome to ask me any questions, either about specialist maths, or just VCE in general or other subjects. I'm happy to help you guys. Okay, so let's begin. So now we're going to be covering graph theory. So this is actually a new topic as well, and it overlaps with general maths. But this time we're looking more so at the proof side of things. Because remember, an overarching theme of Specialist Maths 3-4 now is proofs and logic. So we'll mainly be covering the basic sort of foundational sort of side of things for graph theory. But in class, you'll be looking at some proofs as well for this, which we won't have time to cover today. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, what is a graph? Or what is a network? Another name for a graph. Specifically the graph that we are looking for in this topic. So a graph or a network is basically a diagram that will represent the relationships, the connections between objects. So not just objects, it could be people, it could be sort of concepts, it could be literally anything. So it's to represent the relationships and connections that exist between different things. Some key features to note are nodes and vertexes. So nodes and vertexes are the actual objects that, we're trying to represent the relationships between. And then an edge is a line that represents the relationship between the different objects. So this is basically what a conventional network diagram looks like. It's just a lot of dots, which are the vertexes, and then we have edges connecting them. So for example, for this one, we have, and obviously they will have sort of labels. So this might be, a particular city, another city, it just represents the roads between these cities. You'll get all that sort of context in the question. We're just covering sort of like the basics. Okay, so another thing to note here is the loop over here. So what is a loop? So loop is basically an edge which connects a vertex to itself.